A carriage with luggage piled high on the roof, drawn through the snow by 4 chestnut horses, a coachman in a top hat carrying a bugle. She carried the tin upstairs with her, while Terry sat in the kitchen smoking, and hid it in her bedroom. Robbie trailed after her. "Want to go play park?" She sometimes took him and pushed him on the swings and the roundabout. "Not today, Robbie." He whined until she shouted at him to shut up. Later, when it was dark, after Crystal had made Robbie his tea of spaghetti hoops and given him a bath, when the funeral was long since over, Obbo rapped on the front door. Crystal saw him from Robbie's bedroom window and tried to get there first, but Terry beat her to it. "All right, Ter," he said, over the threshold before anyone had invited him in. "Heard you was looking for me last week." Although she told him to stay put, Robbie had followed Crystal downstairs. She could smell his shampooed hair over the smell of fags and stale sweat that clung to Obbo in his ancient leather jacket. Obbo had had a few. When he leered at her, she smelt the beer fumes. "All right, Obbo," said Terry, with the note in her voice Crystal never heard otherwise. It was conciliating, accommodating. It conceded that he had rights in their house. "Where you been, then?" "Bristol," he said. "How's you, Ter?" "She don't want nothing," said Crystal. He blinked at her through his thick glasses. Robbie was clutching Crystal's legs so tightly that she could feel his nails in her skin. "Who's this, Ter?" asked Obbo. "Your mum?" Terry laughed. Crystal glared at him, Robbie's claw-like grip tight on her thigh. Obbo's bleary gaze dropped to him. "And how's me boy?" "He ain't your fucking boy," said Crystal. "How do you know?" Obbo asked her quietly, grinning. "Fuck off. She don't want nothing. Tell him." Crystal virtually shouted at Terry. "Tell him you don't want nothing." Daunted, caught between 2 wills much stronger than her own, Terry said, "He only come round to see—" "No, he ain't," said Crystal. "No, he fucking ain't. Tell him she don't want nothing," she said fiercely into Obbo's grinning face. "She's been off it for weeks." "Is that right, Terry?" said Obbo, still smiling. "Yeah, it is," said Crystal, when Terry did not answer. "She's still at Bellchapel." "Not for much longer," said Obbo. "Fuck off," said Crystal, outraged. "Closing it," said Obbo.